So I had the trailer to go get the countertop. I had the trailer sitting, in front of the house like I usually do when I got it hooked up to my truck. And all of a sudden heard a noise, didn't know what it was, went outside, and somebody had hit my damn trailer. They knocked out the brake light on my trailer. Now, it's not that big of a deal, really. It's probably a 40, 50 buck fix, maybe 25, who knows. It's only one brake light. And who it was, ironically enough, is the person that bought my first flip house. It's this woman, and I've never really had any interaction with her. And yesterday she's out there after she hit my trailer, bitching and screaming. I didn't see your trailer. I didn't know you had a trailer right there. Gosh almighty, look at my car. All right, good morning. What is going on, everybody? It is a beautiful Friday morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 8:30. And just getting over to the flip and feeling pretty good about the fact that shit is getting done. Had to take the initiative to make sure that the work gets done. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to get the work done. So here's the deal. We've got the living room and the kitchen flooring pretty much done. I say pretty much, it's not all the way done. Still got that spot right there. Still got that spot right there and back there. And then of course the back half of the house still needs to be done. However, we're not too concerned about that right this second. What we're more concerned about is getting this kitchen in. And you're probably thinking, Joe, why don't you just do all of the flooring? We can't do it that way. And the reason for that is because we've got all of the kitchen in this front bedroom. Matter of fact, this entire front bedroom is just basically like our little storage area right now. Tools, our kitchen cabinets, a lot of stuff, painting stuff up in here. So the deal is this, we're gonna work on getting this kitchen installed today. Gosh almighty, I have been waiting a long time to be able to do this. How will this actually go? I'm confident and hopeful that it's gonna go pretty well. Once we get the kitchen installed, we can get this room cleared out, then we can concentrate on getting the flooring done. However, we've still got work that needs to get done in this room. You can probably see that that ceiling is failing up there, and what that is, it's just more terrible finishing and drywall work that needs to get addressed. I gotta take that light out, gotta scrape that out, we gotta fix that. That's just needing to be fixed and then retextured. It's not that big of a deal. It just needs to be done. It's gonna take a little bit of work, but nothing too major. Once we get that done and then the flooring done, we're still not gonna be done yet. We gotta come back into this bathroom. Got no idea what kind of condition Richard really left this bathroom in. So we'll be working to get this squared away and ready to go. Hopefully those floors are okay. We've got to do doors for the bedrooms. Got to find those doors. We got to go up in the attic and take care of a couple of floorboards. Nothing too major. But even getting the kitchen installed, there's going to be a decent amount of plumbing work that we got to do. We got to hook up the kitchen sink. We got to hook up the water line for the dishwasher. We got to hook up the garbage disposal. Oh God, that's going to be a fair amount of work right there. We gotta hang the microwave. We gotta hang the upper cabinets. Yikes! It's gonna be an interesting day, that's for sure. Had never done flooring until yesterday, and I'm very proud of the way that the flooring work has come out thus far. Still gotta do quarter round around all of the flooring also. But I've never done a kitchen install neither. However, I did watch, I'm not gonna say a YouTube video, but I did watch the way that they installed the kitchen at the other house. I saw how they did that, so I'm confident that we can get this kitchen installed and it come out looking good. I'm not gonna say easily. I'm just gonna say get it installed and it come out looking good. I'm waiting on Most Reliable #1 to get over here. And once he gets over here, we're gonna start laying out this kitchen. We gotta go to Lowe's. I gotta get some wood screws. I need to get the countertop, which I don't think we're gonna get to the countertop today. Hanging those uppers and getting this layout is probably going to take up the majority of the day. But if we can get everything ready for countertop, I'll be super happy with that. We probably do need that countertop though. We probably do. That way we can measure like, shit. All right, we're gonna figure this thing out. We gotta get this kitchen laid in first, then we'll figure out what we need to do next. Still got some trim work that needs to get done there, down there as well. And yeah, we're not there yet, but we're getting there. And it's my hope that today will be another productive day. Hey, if you want something done right, not all of the time will a licensed contractor, I hate the way that this sounds. Hey, if you want something done right, sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. And if you don't know how to do it, you better learn. Especially when you can't find no reliable contractors who are, like what the, that's crazy. All right, let's make this a good one. And I'll share with you guys how it all comes together. Next time you see this area, there's potentially about to be a kitchen right here. All right, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, just getting over to the flip house, and didn't film much more, didn't film anything else from yesterday because we didn't really get too far. So, bing, here's what we got going on. Really, we got a whole bunch of what the fuck going on right this second. So we got those two cabinets up there, just kind of placed up there. I know they might look like they're kind of off, but it's the walls. It's definitely the walls that are off, which led to all of the issues that we were having trying to get this kitchen installed yesterday. What a adventure that was. Also, went and got the countertop. This isn't the exact countertop that I wanted to use, but it's close enough and it's gonna have to work. That's a 10-foot section. I had to go to 2 different places to try to get that. That was a little bit of a cluster right there as well. Another issue that we ran into was right here. Stove's gonna be in this area right here. Over the range is gonna be right there. There's the long slim cabinets, the double cabinets for the above the microwave are gonna be right there. Well, the issue is we got another cabinet that can go right here. You can see the cabinets have to be all the way up to the ceiling because you need a standard 18-inch distance between your bottoms and your uppers, which is what we got right here. We probably got maybe about 20 inches. The issue is that vent right there. Can't put the cabinet all the way up to the ceiling because of the vent right there. What are we gonna do? It's not very standard or common to end your kitchen cabinets with that above the microwave cabinet. So the solution that we came up to was we're gonna build a little end cap right here with some exposed shelving. It's not gonna be traditional by any stretch of the imagination, but it's what we're up against. And hopefully by the time it's all said and done, it's gonna look good. The uppers are actually relatively easy. It's the bottoms, trying to get these to work. And again, the issue is trying to stay level, but also trying to have a straight run of cabinets. And the problem we're seeing is you can notice on the back, that's pretty flush. And then we had to use a 1x4 behind that one to get that one kind of flush. And if we start getting off of the wall that much, well, the backer of our countertop is gonna be off of the wall literally that much. So that's a hell of a bead of cock to be putting behind the countertop. But maybe it's what we're gonna have to do, who knows. Also, just getting ready to dive into this dishwasher, getting the drain line, the water line, the power cord connected on this thing. Had to remove this bottom plate with those 2 screws, and as soon as I did, it looked like I was getting ready to try to dismantle a bomb. And I ain't gonna lie, the instructions on this thing, well, they're 44 pages long, so my goodness. Also, real quick, interesting thing that happened yesterday. Kind of made me mad, but hey, you know, whatever. So I had the trailer to go get the countertop. I had the trailer sitting, you know, in front of the house like I usually do when I got it hooked up to my truck. And all of a sudden heard a noise, didn't know what it was, went outside, and somebody had hit my damn trailer. They knocked out the brake light on my trailer. Now, that's not that big of a deal, really. It's probably a 40, 50 buck fix, maybe 25, who knows. It's only one brake light. And who it was, ironically enough, is the person that bought my first flip house. It's this woman, and I've never really had any interaction with her. And yesterday she's out there after she hit my trailer, you know, bitching and screaming. I didn't see your trailer. I didn't know you had a trailer right there. Gosh almighty, look at my car. Well, you hit my trailer. Her car was fine. There was nothing done to her car. And then she just peeled off. And my dude was like, yo, I mean, you broke the tail light on the trailer. So she kind of did like a little hit and run. So I picked up, you know, we took a couple of pictures of the broken tail light. And I picked up like a couple of shards of the broken tail light plastic and I threw it in her driveway. I mean, she had already left. And she's there right now this morning. I'm half tempted to confront her about this situation. But then again, I don't want to cause any ruckus in the neighborhood. Do what you will. I'm just the contractor, I guess, out here. I don't know if she knows that, you know, she bought that house from me or not. She would if there was an accident report filed. That name would look pretty familiar, I imagine, to her. But nonetheless, I ain't gonna make a big stink about it. It's just a freaking plastic tail light on a trailer. I'm pretty convinced it was my only light on my trailer that was working. But whatever. All right, more important. Gonna get this dishwasher hooked up and then try to run these cabinets. Maybe today there'll be some progress. Saturday morning, let's go. All right, good morning. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday. It is April the 19th, I do believe. And the only reason I really know what today's date is because I'm getting ready to go get my COVID shot. Gonna do that this morning, getting the first one of those. I'm getting the Pfizer one. Thank God, not the Johnson & Johnson, which I've been hearing has been having some pretty crazy side effects. All right, so couple of things to mention. I have been filming so much vlog footage, flip house, landscape work, just vlog footage in general, that I haven't been doing anything with. And I'm thinking that by the time you guys are seeing this, this is potentially on a new channel devoted just to the vlogging. I want to keep After Prison Show, After Prison Isk, and whatever this vlog channel, wherever you're seeing this video at, if I've done that, this is just gonna be vlog footage. Flip house, anything else that I do vlog video wise that doesn't have shit to do with After Prison Show. So with that being mentioned, it's Monday again, and I'm kind of excited. The last time that I was filming, I think it was Saturday morning, and I was showing you guys the kitchen and saying that the next time you see this space, there's gonna be a kitchen installed in here. Well, folks, Saturday was a hell of a lot better of a day than Friday ended up being, and let me show you what we've gotten accomplished. I think I said the next time that you see this space back here, there's gonna be a kitchen installed, and there kind of is. There kind of is. Now, a couple of things real quick to mention. First of all, don't get too excited about like the way the countertop looks, you know, because it's like kind of jacked up over there and kind of low right there. The countertop, none of this is installed. Okay, we haven't installed that just yet. This was, let me explain how we had to do this, because this was such a pain in the ass. All right, for a guy who's never done a kitchen install, and then to be installing a kitchen where there was never a kitchen at before. The only thing that was in here was these two uppers around this window. Your sink area is still gonna be in the same spot. And then that back cabinet. I guess this part of the kitchen had always been there. And there was another bottom down there, which is now over there. So we had to finagle all of this. Well, we got the two uppers put in, and then we couldn't figure out the two bottoms because they weren't sitting up on the wall flush enough. What we ended up having to do Saturday, the solution to our issue was we went ahead and put that cabinet in, then we mounted our microwave, which is up there perfect. And then we got our stove where our stove needed to be at. We've got the anti-tip bracket on the back of that. We've got the power cord hooked up. I've already tested the stove. Stove works. So with that installed, with all of this installed, this gave us a point to know exactly how much countertop we needed. Now this is a 10-foot section of countertop, this whole thing. That is one cut. Bing, 7 foot something, and then the remaining almost 3 feet right there. Perfect cut on this countertop. There was only one little issue, and it was right there, way in the back. You're never even gonna see that. And that was because when I used the jigsaw blade to cut this, you got into this area right here and the blade wouldn't reach, and then you came down this way, the blade wouldn't reach, so I had to cut it from the bottom. Never gonna see that issue. Contractors over on the other house, they used the skill saw, and this was all chipped and just horrible. I used some brand new jigsaw blades with a clean cut blade, and boy, if that ain't a clean cut right there. Perfect cut with the countertop exactly where it needs to be. We're gonna have just a smidgen of a gap between the countertop and the stove. I think it's like 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch, something like that. That's what you need to have. And we're gonna be able to get our countertop perfectly across the back wall, right? So what we'll do is we'll push it all the way up. We're only gonna have a little bit of a gap right here. We can caulk that. And in terms of whatever's going on down here, it's what's up here that's important. Now another issue that I had was where the sink was gonna be was not gonna be perfectly lined up with the window. Easy solution. I just moved this cabinet over just a little bit because I got all this room. I was gonna put a build out right here on either side. I'm not gonna do that now. Or even if I do, I can just put a little sliver of one and I'll put that build out right there. Now, another thing to note. I don't really like the stove right next to the dishwasher. It's not completely unheard of, but in this particular house, this is the best that you could hope for. I've Googled stove next to dishwasher. There's plenty of pictures that show up. It happens. You just had nowhere else that you could do this. You had nowhere else that you could put it. If you put it back there, it'd have been behind the door, and then, you know, that wouldn't have been that great. Your refrigerator is gonna be right there. We're not gonna include a refrigerator with this house. And then here's where the countertops end. You get a 33 or I think it's like 35, almost 36 inch gap for your refrigerator. Your refrigerators range in width anywhere between 33 and 36 inches. So that's a perfect area right there. We'll put a little bit of a build right there, and boom, we're good to go. Now, let's talk about the end of the cabinet. You don't usually end with just this like this. We're gonna put a piece of 1x12 right here that's gonna cap off the end of this. That way you won't see that exposed end of the microwave. And then we're gonna put 2 exposed shelves right here to end the kitchen run. And then that's it. Probably could benefit from an over the microwave cabinet, but we don't have that. We're not gonna do that. So there's that. I am so proud of the fact that we figured this out. Me and Most Reliable #1, we figured this out. This came together looking great. And when it's done, it's gonna look even better. We've still got a long way to go with this. We've gotta fasten our bottoms. We've gotta mount our countertop. We've gotta level everything, make sure it's good, make our little build outs, cut our sink out, put our sink in, and do all of our plumbing down there, run our dishwasher line, run our garbage disposal. That's gonna be some work for sure, but we're getting there. And today, we're not worried about none of that right this second. What we're worried about is this front bedroom bang. Folks, I don't know if you can see this or not, but right here, shout out to the drywall company that will never work in this town again, at least not being hired by me. All of that is failing right there. We need to cut all that out, scrape all that out, and re-mud that. So I'm gonna work on that. We got a nice little line right here. You can barely see it. Well, you can't see it. There's a line that runs like straight up there. We're gonna sand that, refinish that, check all of these walls, make sure these walls are good. And once we've made our repairs in the ceiling, then we can finish up the paint in this room, and then we can run the rest of our flooring, which needs to be this room, the hallway, that front room, and the rest of this little run right in here. We've only got, I think, 11 boxes of flooring. Is that gonna be enough? Because when I went looking for the countertops at the same place that I got the flooring from, folks, they ain't have no more flooring like that. So we're gonna see. All right, enough filming. Let's get to work and see what we can get accomplished. And hey, welcome to the new home of Felon Flippers and all the other vlogging content. I'm not exactly sure about a name for this channel, so it's probably just called Joe Guerrero right now, but that's definitely not gonna be the name of this. If you guys have any suggestions for the name, comment down below and let me know. And hey, welcome. And thanks for being here. I look forward to sharing with you guys what we get accomplished over here today. Hey, do me a favor, I want you to film.
Any of the other things I've been filming turn out alright?
Any of the what?
Like the other day when I filmed you doing the
Yeah, I've looked at that footage. That footage looks good.
Because I know it was a little shaky up and down.
You don't know what you're doing for real. I mean, and the fact of the matter, you ain't never done it before is what I mean, but you do damn good. So if you see me like point at something, just like, you know.
Float over to it?
Yeah, float over to it. All right. So, can you see me okay? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Most Reliable, #1. He's the cameraman right now. I don't know if I've mentioned or not, I filmed plenty of videos that have never seen the light of day where I said that Joel's no longer with me. No drama, we just went our separate ways. It was for the best. That's all there is there. But anyways, just getting back over to the house and bang, boy, I'm a flu fighter. Whoa, what the heck is that? The joint just popped up on me right there. No, I'm kidding. I just got that first shot. They say you're supposed to sit 15 minutes and wait after you get that shot. I didn't do none of that. We had to go, had a lot of shit to do. Got my hair cut, had to drop off some tax stuff, and then had to go find another bucket. That's that prison weight right there. Another bucket of the plus 3 joint compound. This shit was sold out everywhere except for where I went and got it from. So we need that. That's gonna be for our texture because we still got a little bit of texture that we gotta do, touching up a couple of things. So glad we got that. Most Reliable has been painting back doors, front doors, and cabinet doors and helping get things cleaned up. We did some work in this front bedroom. So we cut out the mistakes. But we cut out the ceiling fail that was back here. And the reason why it's failing is because there's some old plaster underneath of here that had cracked. So we peeled it back to where it was cracking at. We caulked it up and then we re-mudded it with some 45-minute drywall mud. Fixed it here, fixed it here. It's not totally dry, it's pretty dry. This is gonna need one more little skim coat. And we also had a little issue right here where all it really needed was just to be sanded down a little bit. So we sanded it down and then we just skim coated this right here. So we'll shoot some texture on here and on there. And everything else in here, there needs to be some texture right there. Needs to be a little fill in right there on that outlet. This room should be ready to rock and roll after tomorrow, which means paint gets done in here and then we can do the floors. Speaking of floors, that's going to be coming this week as well. We'll wrap up floors. We'll have everything in the back of the house done, minus the bathroom. But once we do get the back of the house done, we can get to that bathroom and see what needs to be done there. I know there's some plumbing underneath the sink that needs to get done, and we'll have to see what else. Still got to finish the kitchen install. We're not there yet, but we've got it at least laid out. We'll get that. We're gonna do the floors first, then come back, finish the kitchen. Wanted to get this kitchen started and we needed the floors done to be able to do that. But let's go ahead and start finishing some jobs, and that's gonna be flooring first, just to get that flooring out of the way. The back rooms will be done, and we can focus on wrapping this thing up. I think that we can have this done by the end of the month. That's my hope. Also, one thing that I'm super proud of, bing, the ceiling fan. Got that money working. Might not seem like much, but when we took this thing down, because we had to do repairs in the ceiling, when we took it down, it was green wires to your white wires and blue and black wires to your red wire. Well, we ended up with an extra white wire, and we had no freaking idea where this thing went to. It was coming out of the fan. Turns out it went with the rest of the white wires, hooked up to the greens. Those are your neutrals and your grounds. Bada bing, bada boom. That thing is good to go. All right. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your help. So, with all of that, I just wanted to share with you guys what we got going on over here. We need a little bit more trim. Bang, right there, which we've got it right here. And another piece of trim. Bang, right there. We got a little piece of something that we got to fix right in here. No big deal. But I share these things with you guys because slowly but surely, we're getting this house done. One final thing that will definitely need to be done is quarter round around all of the floors. So that'll be happening once we get the floors done. Quarter rounds and little threshold things, whatever that is. Transitions, maybe, I don't know. And speaking of transitions, I'm really happy with the way that these floors have come out. We didn't have to put a transition right there, didn't need one. And I doubt we're gonna need a transition here or anywhere. The only place that we're gonna need one is right there going into the bathroom. So good damn deal. All right, I gotta go ahead and wrap it up over here because I'm shooting back to the house to go film some prison content. Let's go.